Hello, everyone. Last June, we went to a place called the Clifford E. Lee Nature Sanctuary, which is about 33 kilometers southwest of the city of Edmonton in Alberta. We were very lucky that day when we came, as we seen many great scenes of nature, so if you enjoy wildlife, please sit back. The Clifford E. Lee Sanctuary protects roughly 348 acres of wetland, meadows, and aspen or pine forest. The site is known for its diversity of animals and many bird species, some of which you'll see today. The sanctuary also has boardwalks along the wet areas, which helps engage you with the surrounding nature. Our arrival was greeted by this female mallard duck enjoying the morning sun on the boardwalk. She had just had a bath and was drying herself off. This guy is a ruddy duck and was trying to get some sleep, but seems to have given up. As we were filming, we started to notice that this mallard was taking an unusual interest in us. Unfortunately, even though this is a protected area, some people will still feed the wildlife. There are many reasons why people should not feed wildlife, some of which includes dependence, overcrowding and disease, habitat degradation to the surrounding environment, and losing a healthy fear of humans, which I'm glad to say is not showing here as this female mallard is getting her kids away from us. It was a beautiful sunny spring morning and everybody was enjoying the day. Using the camera's zoom, I was able to capture some precious moments. She seemed to have given up on us and was getting sleepy in the hot sun. Time to dry off after a morning bath. We decided it was time to move along, but first she decided to pose for some photos. These little guys are American coots, and as can be seen here, are still pretty young for late June. For all coots, their major food source is aquatic vegetation, and especially algae. However, they are omnivores, eating aquatic animals to take advantage of sources of protein. Walking along, we came across this red-winged blackbird, and this guy was certainly awake and now ready to go. There was so much to see here, but we decided it was time to explore the rest of the sanctuary. A much better solution than feeding the wildlife, I feel. Walking along the boardwalk, we found ourselves experiencing the habitat of a new wetland area. And we found ourselves some more baby coots. I think I'll have some pasta tonight. This one liked the dry algae on the twigs. I think I would too. One of the open areas, and as with today, it's usually filled with ducks and other waterfowl. One of the calls of the red-winged blackbird that we had seen earlier on the boardwalk. I had found this striped fishing spider, which are said to be semi-aquatic. The same thing happens to me too sometimes when I'm sleeping. These two are male and female blue-winged teals. This dragonfly was interesting. If you look closely, you will see a piece missing from its lower right wing. A narrow escape from a bird, maybe. Along one of the wooded paths, we had found a place to rest for a moment. Not sure who these guys are, but they're on top of a wild rose. Hiking along, we noticed this unusual track that could be a wild boar, which would be unfortunate. Raised as livestock here, some have escaped and are considered at large and are now an invasive pest that are provincially regulated. We found ourselves at a fork in the road, but we believe we made the right choice. This was a beautiful path. Not sure what made this, but an impressive web nonetheless. Coming out of the forest, we found ourselves back in the wetlands. This little guy was probably one of the youngest coots I had seen that day. Oops, careful. Some cleaning up and then some flying practice. Oh, fantastic soaring. Time to head off with Mum. This is a brown-headed cowbird eating something that should not be there. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for coming over.